If you're going to be in Rome on a Sunday, I've got 5 wonderful things to do on a Sunday. In fact, some of these can only be done on a Sunday, and I've got one thing that you should probably not do on a Sunday. I've got lots to share with you. Let's get started. If you're going to be in Rome on a Sunday, you're going to want to know a couple of things. Now, in Rome on Sundays, most of the Romans are off work, so they're enjoying the city just like you are with their families. So a lot of people are in the city on Sundays, but it is a very relaxed day overall. Now, you're going to find that many of the restaurants, at least some of the restaurants, not many of them, but some of the restaurants, especially the smaller ones, the family-run ones, the trattorias, the little pizzerias and stuff, some of them are going to be closed on Sundays, unfortunately. In my opinion, some of the best food establishments are closed on Sunday, but don't worry, there's plenty of great places to eat. As far as grocery stores, many of them have limited hours. Mainly what I've seen is a lot of them maybe open up in the morning, but not in the afternoon. But again, you can find stuff open. It's just not as common. So just be aware of that when you're in Rome on a Sunday. Also, one more thing, if you're going to be eating out, which most people do when they're in Rome, many of the restaurants are very crowded on Sundays because Sunday is a popular day to eat out, even with the Romans and all the tourists. So I recommend if you're gonna have lunch, try to have it maybe a little earlier than normal or after the rush. And same thing with dinner. You'll want to eat a little earlier than normal or maybe later than normal. So yeah, for what it's worth, Sundays are a great day in Rome. And now I'm going to share with you some of my favorite things to do in Rome on a Sunday.
I woke up late, but the market called. Cobblestone streets where the shadows sprawled. A sea of stars, a treasure map. The chaos hums, a rhythmic clap. A leather bag, a vinyl spin. What's sold is gold. Where do I begin? Portese.
One of the really fun things to do on Sundays, especially if you're a bargain hunter, is to visit the Portese market. All throughout Italy, they have markets that travel to their cities usually once a week, and in Rome, it's on Sunday. Not only is it an open market, it is Italy's largest open market. There are over 700 vendors. So if you're looking for something interesting to purchase, from antiques to ties, shirts, jackets, whatever it is you're looking for, you can find it for bargain prices at the Portese market. It runs every Sunday from early in the morning until around 2 in the afternoon. Be sure to visit it if you enjoy searching for bargains.
Sunlight spills through the oculus wide. Marble whispers where the ancients cried.
Did you know that every Sunday they hold Mass inside the Pantheon? Yes, the Pantheon. It's Rome's oldest, most unique, coolest building in my opinion. And on Sundays you can attend Mass there at 10:30 in the morning. Now typically it costs €5 to go visit or to go inside the Pantheon, but on Sundays, for those wanting to participate in the Mass, it's absolutely free, but you do need to get there a little early, probably about an hour early, to make sure you get a seat. So when you're in Rome, be sure to take advantage of this unique experience and have Mass inside the Pantheon.
In the Pantheon.
Another really fun thing to do on Sundays in Rome is to visit the Jewish Ghetto.
Having fun in the Jewish ghetto, where the past and present say hello. Dancing shadows on the cobblestone. This place feels like home, sweet home.
You can visit the Jewish Ghetto any day of the week. I recommend you avoid it on Saturdays. you know, as far as getting into the restaurants and shops and stuff, those are mostly closed on Saturdays due to the Sabbath. But on Sundays, it's their day of celebration. So head over to the Jewish Ghetto. It's a little bit crowded, but it's a different type of crowd. It's not the kind of crowd that, you know, a bunch of people just looking around like tourist groups. It's more like a lot of Romans interacting, just enjoying the afternoon, the day at the Jewish Ghetto, having lunch, dinner, or whatever. A lot of cool ruins in the Jewish Ghetto, along with a really cool fountain called the La Fontana delle Tartarughe, the Turtle Fountain. And there's some really interesting shops as well. So make your way over to the Jewish Ghetto on Sunday, and it'll be alive. Be sure to check out our travel guide. It has interactive maps to some of the best food in Rome, a 70+ page PDF, and hours of helpful video. I'll put a link to it in the description with a discount code where you can pick it all up for right around $20. Did you know that on the first Sunday of every month, you can visit most of Rome's sites for free? That includes the Colosseum, the Forum, Trajan's Market, even sites outside of Rome like Ostia Antica, or over in Tivoli, you can go visit Villa d'Este. So many great sites in Rome can be seen for free on the first Sunday of every month. Do expect big crowds, big lines, but there are several of these sites that you usually don't have to wait too long of a line, so it's really a great idea to head out and visit as many sites as you can on the first Sunday of every month. If you're wanting to visit the Vatican Museum for free, that's on the last Sunday of every month, but it is super crowded, so be sure to get there super early, get in line so you can get in there before it gets, you know, you're gonna stand in line either way, either waiting around, but at least if you're waiting around for the line early in the morning, when you get in, it's not that crowded, making it much more enjoyable opposed to standing in line for a long time and then finally getting inside and finding that it's super crowded. So visit the Vatican Museum for free on the last Sunday of every month. One of my favorite things to do in Rome, and Sunday's a perfect day to do it, especially in the evening, it is to take a walk in Aqueduct Park.
Beneath the arches, shadows play, ancient whispers, a world away. Each stone a story, worn and wise. The past still breathes beneath these skies. Echoes of stone, they call my name through time and tide. They're just the same. A river runs where dreams once flowed. Aqueduct Park, my heart's abode.
It's super easy to get to. It's a little bit off the beaten path, so you do need a little bit of planning, but I'll explain to you now how to get there super easy. Just get onto the metro, get to the A line, and then head towards Anagnina, and you're gonna hop off at the station called Subaugusta. And from Subaugusta, it's about a 7, 8, 10-minute walk into Aqueduct Park, super close. You can walk along Aqueduct Park, check out all the aqueducts. It's an unbelievable experience. I've got a link I'm gonna put in the description of the video. It's a GPS link, it's free to use, and it will guide you through the park, down through a path. It's around a 2 to 3 mile walk. That's about 4 or 5 kilometers. And then it will take you to another metro station called Porta, where you can hop back on the metro after visiting Aqueduct Park, and it will take you back into the city center. And trust me, it is a very cool thing to do, a very fun, entertaining thing to do on Sundays. Really any day, but Sundays are super special to do that. Spend it in Aqueduct Park. Now there's one thing on Sundays I recommend you avoid doing, and that is heading over to Via Appia Antica. Now if you're gonna walk Via Appia Antica, Sundays can be a great day to do that. Lots of other Romans and other people head out to the Via Appia Antica on Sundays. But if you're going to bike, it's a little bit chaotic, a little bit too crowded. Bike shops are usually out of bike. It's just not a great time, trust me. There are 6 other days of the week you can head down Via Appia Antica on your bike, but I do recommend you avoid doing that on Sundays. Otherwise, you may be a little bit frustrated, and yeah, head to Aqueduct Park instead. Are you looking for free things to do in Rome? Check out this video coming up right now. 21 absolutely free things to do in Rome. They're all a lot of fun. In fact, they're funner than a lot of the paid things. So be sure to check that video out. Every video on our channel is about Rome, how to help you have a great time when you're in Rome. We appreciate you watching the videos, the support, and to the next one. Alla prossima. Ciao.